What is good, guys? Boy Gamers Goon. I'm back home, man. Videos should be coming out more frequently now for the next upcoming days. I know I'm going to be going away towards the end of this week. I think it's Sunday. I don't know where we're going because we're going to go to a cabin if it's going to have internet. So the video might be delayed for the Raw and Smackdown reviews. And I also know later in August that I'm going to be a little bit late on that too, because I'm just going to be away for a week. Not going to bring my computer, just going to go get a week alone. That's I think the second week of August, so just a heads up there. Monday Night Raw and Smackdown, though, this week were decent episodes. Raw had some good moments, had a lot of bad moments too. Smackdown, all around, there was only maybe one or two segments that I didn't enjoy on SmackDown. So, SmackDown did the job. Raw left a little bit empty there in that third hour. So, it's basically the same old with Raw. I'm going to start out with SmackDown, however, today. Give you something different on the start. So, the show opens off here with AJ Styles coming out. We get a recap of how he ended up winning the United States title at the MSG house show that they did. Hearing rumors that it might have been because of the New Japan Wrestling United States title, or whether it might have been because MSG didn't sell out, or all this extra crap. You know what? I don't care. It's something new. We got to see something happen that we haven't seen happen. We didn't get to see it, though. We got to see the recap of it, so it's a little interesting. But AJ Styles comes out and he issues an open challenge. John Cena comes out. He's like, you know what, AJ? I want to take you on. I want to fight for that United States Championship right here, right now. AJ accepts. They're about to start the match, and Kevin Owens comes out. Kevin Owens is like, wait a minute, Cena. Why are you here, first off? And second off, nobody's fighting AJ Styles before me, because I get my rematch. Rusev would then attack Cena from behind, this setting up Rusev, Owens, AJ, and Cena in the main event in a tag team match, heels versus face. We got to see throughout the episode AJ Styles confronting John Cena, saying, you know what, I'm going to give you your shot eventually. So that was a little interesting segment. They might be bringing the United States Open Challenge back. Hopefully they do. That was the little bit of interesting thing they had going on back when Cena did it. I loved it when they did it. We got to see guys like Neville challenge. We got to see guys that just sometimes wouldn't even be seen on the show come on up. So that could be a perfect opportunity for a Ty Dillinger to come out, or heck, you could even throw somebody crazy in there from NXT like a Hideo Itami, bring him up. I don't know. But that's a good opportunity for other superstars to be showcased on SmackDown Live. So hopefully they continue to go with that. Next, we had Jinder Mahal versus Ty Dillinger. Ty Dillinger made it on TV this time. He wasn't reviewing Sonic, but he did give us a nice little review on how to job. Guess what? Ty Dillinger came out there, non-title match. Mahal put up the win here against Dillinger, hit him with the Colossus, and Mahal would take to the mic afterwards saying that he's going to bring the Punjabi prison to SmackDown Live next week. So, hopefully, what happens is they don't actually bring the freaking prison there. They don't bring the whole cage and crap. I hope he's just saying, I'm going to give you like a taste of what's going to happen to you. Like, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to you in there. But hopefully, I don't want to see the Punjabi prison until the match. I don't even want to see the match, really. I mean, it's a stupid concept, but I mean, something different. We haven't seen it in a while. Hopefully, Orton and Mahal can put up a good show in the Punjabi prison. And then next, we had Xavier Woods and Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso and the rest of the New Day got kicked out by the ref after the first couple seconds of it. There was this moment where Jey Uso was sitting here laying on the rope, in the middle rope. Xavier Woods would go high, he would drop an elbow, and he would pick up the victory. I was surprised on this. I didn't really expect Xavier Woods to get the one up on the Usos, so maybe just maybe that's an indication that they're not going to give the New Day the titles. But I really do think they still will. I mean, it's the New Day. They're going to do it just based off the name. They have to, right? They ain't that freaking clever. Then we had a match that was supposed to happen, never ended up happening. Was Shinsuke Nakamura and Baron Corbin. Nakamura would jump on Corbin before they actually fought. Then they fought around this the building here for a little bit. Got into the crowd. They got separated. And Nakamura would then challenge Corbin to get in the ring. But Corbin said, "You know what? Screw you, Nakamura. See you next time." So he just left flat out. And then earlier on in the night, we got to have a little segment with Daniel, or who was it? It was Shane McMahon, I think, where he was talking to Naomi about who her opponent's going to be. He doesn't know. Carmella comes in. She's like, "I got the briefcase. I want James Ellsworth back. I signed a petition." All this extra stuff, right? Then we have Charlotte come in. She's like, "Lana doesn't get it." And then Natty comes in, is like, "You just ride your father's coattails." Becky's like, "How are you to talk? You follow Brett's coattails." And Tamina jumps in, and all this meaningless bickering. And that sets up the heels with the faces, Natty and Tamina versus Becky and Charlotte. This match looked like Charlotte had the ability to win this match until Lana came down and distracted her at ringside, this allowing Tamina to hit a super kick on Charlotte. So if you're telling me with a straight face that a face is not going to win at Battleground, then you're sorely mistaken. Because Tamina's not going to be the one. Natty's not going to be the one. You think Lana is going to be the one? Right now, I'm thinking Charlotte. She ate the pin from Tamina. She got distracted by Lana. And who cares about Lana? Who really cares about Lana? She is not a threat. Who's she a threat to? She hasn't pinned anybody with that finisher. Who's she a threat to? So the heels ended up winning. And then we had a meaningless little Fashion Files featuring Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder. Nothing really happened there. It was pointless. Then we had John Cena and AJ Styles and Kevin Owens and Rusev. Now, this is a match I got behind a little bit. I wanted to see that Styles and Cena match. It was going to be good. But you know what? This match delivered. It did what it needed to do. Styles would end up hitting a Pele kick on Owens, and Cena would deliver an attitude adjustment on Owens, this allowing them to pin Owens, and that would then allow the faces to have a stare down before they celebrated in the ring together. That's right, John Cena, AJ Styles celebrated holding each other's hands high after becoming victorious at SmackDown Live. So that was your SmackDown Live review. Now let's hop into the Monday Night Raw review. You got to get my notes up here real quick. So SmackDown, I mean, I felt like it could have had more. I felt like the show was a little bit too short for what they had. But you know what? It delivered. They had a lot packed in there. I felt like it needed some more content, though. I wanted it to continue, basically. So here's the Raw review. Raw started off, had Big Cass out here. You got a great promo. Big Cass, he actually seemed like emotion in this promo. That he can beat anybody. He's the best big man. He can beat anybody from the lower part of the totem pole all the way up to Brock Lesnar. And then Big Show comes out. Big Show comes out. He starts to have a stare down with Cass. Cass says something to Big Show. Big Show ends up attacking Cass. Cass has to scramble away, having a stare down with Big Show from the ramp. So I imagine that's going to be our SummerSlam match for Big Cass in the future. So Big Cass is going to get put over by the Big Show. So that's a role that Big Show probably should be entering here towards the later half of his career. He put over Braun Strowman. He's going to need to put over Big Cass. I don't imagine Big Show winning. I really don't. Not against a young up-and-comer like Big Cass. So, you know what? That's fine. Still don't know what they're going to do with Enzo. I'm hearing rumors he might sit at ringside for Big Show. I'm hearing rumors that, heck, he might even team with freaking Big Show. Please don't. Please don't. And then we had Balor and Samson in hopefully their conclusion. We didn't get to see Balor and Samson on the Great Balls of Fire card, so we got to see them on Monday Night Raw. Balor would end up picking a win here. Samson was going to try to go after his arm the entire match. He landed on his surgically repaired arm. Balor did. So Samson was going towards it. But Balor would end up prevailing eventually, like I said. And when he was going up the ramp, the Hardy Boys came on down, and they would congratulate Balor on his match, and they would go proceed to their match. But before they started their match, the Hardys took to the mic. They used some broken references. Jeff says that the people in the locker room might just want us to go away and claim ourselves obsolete. Matt Hardy's over here saying we might have been a little stitched up, we might be a little bruised up, and some might even say we're a little broken because we have a proclamation. We are not leaving. So they said they might need a change too. So you know what that change is. I can feel it, man. I was going crazy. I was marking out when they said the obsolete and broken and proclamation from the Hardy Boys. I really think that I think we're gonna see it before the next. Do they have a brand pay-per-view? Yes, they do. They got Battleground coming up, don't they? No, that's Smackdown. No, they don't have another brand pay-per-view. So I think we will see it before the SummerSlam. And if they add another pay-per-view before then for Raw, I don't think they are. But hopefully we're going to get to see that at SummerSlam, if not the day after SummerSlam on Monday Night Raw. Because I really want to see the Hardys broken at some point in the next upcoming weeks. I mean, they were getting us hyped up. They were saying it too. I think the Great War has eventually just went to a conclusion, as Matt Hardy calls it, the Great War. But the Hardys got to fight the Club here. The Club, the Magic Killers, they ended up killing the Nostalgia Act of the Hardys here. They ended up picking up the win off the Magic Killer. And that would set up the Revival to come down and attack the Hardys. The Hardys were going crazy on Twitter afterwards. They were saying, you know what, let's start it. Delete the Revival. So they're over here calling delete. You know what that means, man. You know what that means. It's coming. SummerSlam. I don't know how they're going to get the titles on to either the Revival or the Hardys for this to make any sense, but of why it's on SummerSlam. But you know what? I don't even care if there's a title involved. I just want to see the Hardys broken. Then we had The Miz here. This could have been left off. This segment could have been left off. And I understand what it did, but it could have been left off. The Miz had his Mizzy Awards. He gave all the members of the Miztourage, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Maurice, him. He gave Best Supporting Actor to Bo and Curtis. And he gave the hottest person in the ring, Maurice. And then he teased Dean Ambrose here. He's like, best man in the WWE is Dean Ambrose. Just kidding. Me, The Miz. So, Miz trying to antagonize Dean. Dean would come out. Seth would come out because Miz was cutting a promo. He was like, you know what? Seth Rollins and all this crap. He's saying stuff about a bunch of different wrestlers. Seth Rollins took offense to it. He came out to aid Dean Ambrose. And then Ambrose would be in a backstage segment with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is trying to condemn Ambrose, it seems. But Ambrose is just like, you know what, stay out of my way. I didn't need your help. I can deal with things on my own. So he's not allowing the Shield reunion to happen. I don't know how you have a Shield reunion with only 2 members. Don't ask me. It's not logic because, you know, Roman Reigns ain't joining the Shield. You know why? Because this dude getting pushed. That's why. Then we had Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. We had Bliss and Sasha having a lot of interactions. But at the end, we got to see Bayley with a roll-up pin on Bliss. So Bayley got the winning pin. I don't know if that signifies anything for the future. Don't really think it will because for now, the their Raw Women's main event at SummerSlam is looking to be Sasha and Bliss. Don't know if that's going to even maybe be a triple threat. I don't think it will. But don't put it past them to make it more than a one-on-one match at a big pay-per-view with the women, because you know they always do that. And we had Goldust here cut a promo on R-Truth, said that the Encore is never better, but he's going to make it better. So then Goldust would beat up R-Truth. Then we had the State of Address by Kurt Angle. He addresses Strowman and Roman. Says that he doesn't know exactly if Strowman is healthy or whatever. That he says the show must go on. He brings Brock out to congratulate him. Then Roman will come out, says he wants a match against Brock because he took out Braun Strowman because Kurt Angle couldn't. So he should get rewarded. And then Joe comes out and he says, "You escaped me, Brock Lesnar. If I had another chance, I would take that title off of you." So Samoa Joe, he's the most legit one in this whole promo session. That was a great segment here. I love Samoa Joe. I always do. He's a great talker. He's a great fighter. Samoa Joe, I really hope, does eventually become the Universal Champion here in the near future. Maybe at SummerSlam. So then we had Angle. The angle here where Graves was in the back on how Angle used to be his inspiration, and he's here to stand with Kurt Angle. So I don't know what's going on there, because after what I'm going to tell you last, I don't know how Graves fits into all of these plans. Then we had the Cruiserweights. Tozawa. Who did Tozawa team with? Cedric Alexander. Tozawa would end up picking up the winning pin here on Neville to build Tozawa a little bit. He hit the, what's it called? The senton onto Neville. Alexander would then take out Noam Dar afterwards. You had Alicia Fox standing at ringside with her annoying voice. We can get her off the TV, please. Please get her away from me. I don't want to hear the voice. Please. Noam! Noam! Shut up! Nobody wants to hear you scream Noam. You know what? If you want to scream Noam, go freaking do it on 205 Live exclusively. I don't want to hear it. Because I don't watch 205 Live. And if I did, I wouldn't because of her. She has a terrible, terrible sounding voice. Jeez. Gives me headaches. Then we had Seth Rollins. He was being interviewed. He says that he wanted to shut The Miz up. And he also says Wyatt is a fraud. How is Wyatt a fraud? He beat you twice now. After what I'm going to tell you in a minute. Wyatt would fight Rollins in this segment here. Logic would say they would 50-50 book this, have Rollins win on Monday Night Raw because there's more of an audience for them to know about. But that threw us a curveball. Wyatt won for the second time in a row in 2 days. Wow. Bray Wyatt beat Seth Rollins. Wow. Then afterwards, the Miz Taraj would attack Rollins, setting Ambrose to come in for the save, and we would have Rollins and Ambrose standing tall at the end of that segment, which should have been the conclusion of the show, but at the very end, we have questions to be answered and asked all around. We need to know the answers, and we need to ask the questions. Kurt Angle is in the back. He's talking on the phone, and he says, "We'll reveal it next week. Bye. I love you." I don't know if this... The first thing I thought of is because I remember deep down, I remembered this thing. As soon as he said, "I love you," I was like, it can't be his wife. What does she have on TV? Why would she be on TV? What makes sense? And then I'm hearing rumors about Dixie. I don't think he would say that to Dixie. He might. Not on TV. But because she gave him a job. But the first thing I thought about is, please don't do it. Because I thought immediately Stephanie McMahon. Because they used to have that love triangle back in the day with Triple H. The first thing I thought about is, oh no. Please. Please. No. I actually think that it might be Stephanie McMahon. I really hope it's not. And rumors that I'm hearing is that Dixie may come back. I'm telling you this now. If Dixie Carter is... She's not even come back. She would be debuting because she's never been on a WWE television program. But if Dixie were to show up, don't be surprised if Stephanie McMahon's near in the tracks. Whether she's on the same night or she's coming soon to get rid of Dixie, I don't know. But I do smell something that I don't like to smell right now. And that's something called Stephanie McMahon coming back. Oh my gosh. The first thing I did on Monday night, as soon as he said that, I look at my cousin, I'm just like, oh no. Please, don't let it be Stephanie. He's like, oh my goodness. I'm just like, please, if it's freaking Stephanie, I'm going to be utterly disappointed in this entire storyline. It's been rumored for a while. It's been rumored for a while now that Stephanie should be returning soon. Don't know why they play off that love triangle angle. Hope they don't. Please don't. I'm hoping it's something that we don't even see coming. I'm really hoping it's like something so out of the box that we don't even see it. Something completely stupid, like something that's gonna gauge your interest. Like maybe it is Kurt Angle's wife, but there's some bigger story to it, why she's here. Hopefully it's something crazy that isn't predictable. I mean, Dixie Carter coming back, returning to a television program would be a little, shocking. But, I mean, that'd be kind of cool to have Dixie Carter. But I have a lot of worries if Dixie Carter comes to the WWE on who might be in her tracks. So, anyways, that's been your Raw and SmackDown live reviews for 7/10 and 7/11. That's right, 7/11 had its 7/11 day the other day too. So make sure you click that red sub button. Make sure you click the thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment down below on what you think this Kurt Angle segment could be. Because besides the ideas I just proposed, I have no idea what it could be. I really don't. For all I know, it could be something way out of the box, and it could be, you know what? Think about it like this. Maybe, just maybe, the thing that we got here, and this is crazy, Shawn Michaels could be the guy. Let me explain. They had a WrestleMania match. He gained his respect there. Maybe, since their friendship, he loves him, whatever. Maybe Shawn Michaels gets built into this somehow, some way, for a match. I know that is so crazy. That would never happen, but that would be awesome if that happened. I would love that. I would definitely have paid the $60 that they used to make you pay for the pay-per-views, but now I can get it for $9.99. So, and we do get it. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching my review. Make sure you tune in for the next time, and the next time, and the next time. Every time, just tune in. Make sure you turn on those post notifications as well. And make sure you follow me on Twitter at Austin23Forward. Thank you guys. And make sure to watch out for my future videos. It's been your boy, Gamers Goon. I'm out.